Hello and welcome to Earth Rose Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for my wonderful Sagittarius. This is for Saggy in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. This is a general reading, so it won't resonate fully with every single person who comes across it. Please always take what does resonate for you and leave what doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless reading. It's for whenever you come across it. Okay, and when I'm saying this is how you feel about someone, this is how they feel about you. If it resonates for you the other way around, please go ahead and reverse the roles. That's absolutely fine. So even if you are the Saggy here, you might be resonating with the person in the reading rather than the Sagittarius. It happens, don't worry about it. If you're new to the channel, then huge welcome. Thank you so much for trying me out. If you're a returning subscriber, then welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here again. And thank you so much for all your amazing support. Okay, I'm going to get straight into a spread for you today, my lovely Saggies. We'll get lots of detail and ask questions about what's going on between you and the person who's coming through in this reading. So, top 6 cards for Saggy, please. It's going to be Saggy season soon, isn't it? Is it now? No. It's Scorpio season now, but it's going to be Sagittarius season soon, in a month or so. Okay, let's get into it. Oh my god, okay. And as I said that, I've got 2 cards speaking about Scorpio energy on the spread here, Sagittarius. What is going on? Alright, let's see, maybe it'll turn more positive. I was going to say at the bottom of the first deck is the 9 of Swords. Good gravy. All right. So, I mean, straight off the bat, and this is only the beginning, but it does seem like there's a very difficult situation or tense, difficult energy between you and someone else, or the person who's coming through in this reading at the moment. There's a sense of frustration, limitation, confusion about what is going on, I mean, for you guys. And is this over? Is this changeable? Is this savable? And maybe that's like an element about what you're worrying about here, or being kept up. You know, you're trying to sleep and your mind's just replaying or like going over everything you've said, everything they've said, everything you did wrong, kind of thing. Like there's a lot of anxiety here, but I feel like it's about things that you can't necessarily control with this 9 of Swords card, but that doesn't stop us worrying. So, but there is, that being said, with all this worry, what's coming through for someone is this, I mean, tapping into that inner knowing that for the future things are going to get a lot better. Now, whether you, for example, Sagittarius, are very stressed about how things are with someone, that it's not in a good place, and that is stressing you out and worrying you, maybe if you've done the right thing, if you should be trying harder in a particular connection or something in a particular way. But it's like at the same time, you're almost certain that you've done the right thing, and in the future what the stress now is going to lead to a lot more happiness and opportunity for something very special in the future. So it's kind of like you might have made some sort of decision from like your higher self has made this call. It's just that you're really stressed about the fallout that's happening for the time being, in one way or another, is what I'm getting. Yep. It's like you're very sad that you had to make some sort of choice. This is kind of giving me a bit of a reminder of Leo's reading. I think it'll be probably slightly different, but there is a similar thread here. It's like sadness about a decision, but you knew it was the right one to make. All right, that's what I'm going here. So let me get the second layer. For Sagittarius, please. The Leo reading was 2 readings ago, so don't worry. The cards have been heavily shuffled. I had a very different energy for Aries' reading, which I just did. So I wouldn't say this is Leo's energy lingering, if anyone's worrying about that. It's just giving you slight similarity, but let's get into it. Can I get the top 6 cards again, please, for Sagittarius? Could just be you doubting yourself as well about whether the future can be brighter. If that's the case, then there is like your inner self is telling you no, it will be. Things will get better. This too shall pass, kind of thing. But in the moment, feeling extremely stressed and a bit trapped as well. As I said, it's worrying about things that I'm getting are out of your control. Maybe that's the intuition, is like, there's nothing you can do. So, yeah. I mean, I'm a big worrier. I have always been a big worrier, so I'm not criticizing you for worrying about things that you can't control. It's very difficult not to, but... All right. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. This person's in their ego, aren't they? Wow. God. I just got such a petty... Like, just got walloped with, like, this vibe from this person of just pettiness. But okay. Let's see. At the bottom of the second deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, wow. Underneath the Ace of Wands is Temperance, the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So there's 2 aces there. Something here about so much happiness. There's a protectiveness as well. Someone is potentially rebuilding a connection. Are you rebuilding a connection with someone else, Sagittarius? Like, you're rebuilding a connection with an ex? Or someone... Now, that's not going to be for all of you, bear with me. But it feels like something where that you had something like maybe even a family with someone. Or it doesn't have to be a family, but there was something... like a nest that you were starting to, like, you know, feather with somebody else, and someone got in the middle of that and kind of potentially ruined what was brewing between you and somebody else. Now, whether you weren't even in like a full-blown relationship, it was something, it was like this very special connection with you and someone else, and someone got in there whilst it was in like a formative stage and damaged it or hurt it behind your back, or maybe when you weren't looking, kind of thing is what I'm getting. But now there's this great sense of happiness because you're kind of rebuilding that nest. There could be a truth coming out about someone who was sabotaging a connection between you and someone else in the past, and you didn't, bite behind your back. Whether that was a friend, you know, like someone who was jealous of the situation is what I'm getting as well. This is like finding out that a connection between you and someone else didn't work out, and that you had thought you'd had to walk away from, and you're finding out that it was actually because of interference behind your back from other people, or yeah, at least one other person. And now that that's coming to light, you and this previous person can start to rebuild again the nest that you were building the first time around. There is this, wow, there's definitely the sense of a new beginning that's rising above the traps that people had laid for it before. And also this sense of you're kind of going, how can I put this? You're open to shift and change and changeable, like the field of play changing. You're kind of going, I mean, so underneath the Ace of Wands, as I said, is Temperance, which is your major arcana, Sagittarius. But this is like, if your plans are shifting, you're kind of going with it. You're like, all right, this isn't phasing you as such. The need for like review, like reanalysis of the options. You're like, okay, let me rethink about this then. You're quite open to that. You're also open to an apology from someone, potentially a King of Cups, so maybe Cancer, Water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Water, Scorpio, sorry. It's a water sign I was in my head. Potentially it doesn't have to be a water sign, but someone who has a lot of love and care and consideration for you. Like they care about you a lot, and they might want to apologize that they allowed very much, my God, yeah, very much deceptive. The deceptions of other people getting in the way of something very special and very like destined between the two of you. They allowed other people's lies and gossip potentially, or just meddling busybodies to mess up what was going on between the two of you. But you're giving me like, okay, I'll listen. Maybe I'm open to like things weren't what I thought they were before. All right, I'll review. Like you're giving me that. I don't think. I feel like that person, unfortunately, doesn't seem to be the one coming through in the spread. I would much rather focus on that person because they seem really lovely. I mean, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but they're giving me a good vibe. But maybe that's why you're worrying about this person, but you're like, things are about to get so much better, so it's okay. If you are starting to rebuild with someone where it got sabotaged in the past, does that mean you're cutting off someone else, Sagittarius? Okay. Give me the top 6 cards again, please, from this third deck for the spread for Sagittarius. All right. Oh, gosh, this person's such a cliche. I'm sorry, crosswatchers. This might not be your reading for a start, and also you might be coming through as the Sagittarius. So just bear with. Okay. Well, okay. At the bottom of the third deck, we have the Three of Swords. Again, I mean, the bottom of the 3 decks, before I look underneath this, is the Nine of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Three of Swords. This is the stress, I think, for you, Sagittarius, that maybe this is actually within your control in some ways, because you could be making a choice here that is an undeniable choice. It's a difficult choice, but it is what it is, and it's like, it may be difficult, but I still 100% have to make it. And it's about a new beginning, but it means hurting someone else potentially in the process, because someone else has got their feelings involved here. Yep. Oh my God, yes. Underneath the Three of Swords is the Eight of Swords, the Strength card, the Justice card, and the Four of Swords. It's Leo and Libra, by the way, with the major arcana, but look at all that blue as well. It's all blue. It's. I mean, even the fire, like major arcana, is coming through blue here. It's sad. It is sad. But that Justice card talks about making the difficult decisions that may not be comfortable, but it's the right thing to do. It's what's fair to do. This would be like if you have started seeing someone, but your heart is absolutely still elsewhere, and you just thought that elsewhere was impossible, so you moved on, understandably. But it's like, would it be right to this person to continue progressing the relationship when you're in love with somebody else? I don't know. I'll leave that one up to you. It's like, it's sad. It's very sad with the Three of Swords, and it's gutting to hurt somebody, but it's also like there's no other option with the Eight of Swords. So someone's like, there's no other option. I've got to find the strength to do what is difficult but is right to do. At the other end of the deck, the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. I mean, that's like the clarity to walk away from something. Because, like, otherwise, if you don't, Sagittarius, you're going to feel like you are, I mean, next to the Four of Pentacles is the Four of Wands and the Lovers. Lovers and the Four of Wands, that's like a destined union, marriage, love, devoted to each other. So that Four of Pentacles is talking about someone who would kind of be locking themselves into something where they want to be elsewhere, and they know that that's the truth. It's a difficult truth. Okay. But again, it's just what I was talking about if you had started seeing someone, and if you really care about them, if they're hurting themselves to stay with you because they really want to be somewhere else, if you really care about them, would you not want them to be where they really want to be? I don't know. It's like, I wouldn't want anyone to be with me because they feel like they should. I'd rather I was the one that they felt the Lovers and the Four of Wands about, not I'll stay because of, well, I'm here now, aren't I? Kind of thing. The top 6 cards, please. Alright. Oh, I'm just getting an oracle card. Yep, for each position this time around, I did it for the earth signs, and it worked, and I carried on doing it for the fire signs, so. Okay. That's interesting, actually. That does add a very interesting touch. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there was definitely meddling little SOBs involved in the previous situation that you didn't know about, literally. So at the bottom of the deck is intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. Underneath that is divine masculine, which is self-explanatory. And underneath the divine masculine is obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing, and then under that is influences, attachments, third parties, and peers. I mean, what that's giving me is that you probably were bonding with your divine masculine, Sagittarius, or you were the divine masculine bonding with your divine feminine. And little did you know that behind the scenes there were third parties, as I already said, influencing the situation. They may have suggested that either the connection between the two of you wasn't that meaningful, or that there would be, like, it would turn into arguments between the two of you, that you still had more healing to do, like you had emotional issues. And this is what the third parties may have been suggesting. I'm not saying this is actually the case, because there's like this person in the past got extremely confused by their peers. Maybe they were even told themselves, like, you shouldn't even try and get into a relationship right now. You need to heal your emotional issues. What you've got going on with Sagittarius isn't that special anyway. It's only going to add to your load, like your stress. You don't need that in your life. Yeah, definitely meddlers or jealous people. Anyway, let's get into your spread. So Sagittarius, how you're feeling about the person coming through in this reading today. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Ace of Pentacles. And the Oracle card is rejection, abandoned, dismissed. Effectively, it's pretty straightforward, Sagittarius. You feel your hands are tied when it comes to this person in this reading, because you have to take responsibility, you have to do the right thing, and when it comes to the opportunity of a new beginning, with this person, you're being very mature, very grown up. You're taking accountability for yourself. You're doing the right thing. The Emperor is like the just leader. So it's like someone who makes the difficult decisions, that is for the benefit of everyone in the long run, but in the short term, some people might not be happy about it. If they were the CEO, they might, announce some budget cuts. No one gets their Christmas party, but it means that the business stays in business and everyone keeps their jobs for like another year, for example. I hope that doesn't happen to too many people, because we love a Christmas party, right? But you know what I mean. It's that kind of thing of like, you can hate me now, but it's better for us in the long run. Now, whether that is about you feel like you need to reject this person who wants a new beginning with you, with that Ace of Pentacles, or it's that you have to cut this off and effectively abandon this connection with this person because of the opportunity that is making itself known to you with someone else who your heart is still with. It's so interesting, because that first deck is like, this is stressing you out now, but your intuition is telling you it's the right thing to do, because you're going to be so much happier in the future elsewhere. Let me get a little bit more. Tell me anything else about how Sagittarius is feeling about, and the Emperor is Aries energy, by the way, but anything else about how Sagittarius is feeling about the person coming through? We've got the Seven of Wands. Oh my gosh. Well, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, oh my gosh. You got to be the bad guy right now, Sagittarius. And sometimes life's too short to not be the bad guy in someone's book. Underneath the Ten of Swords is the Fool. You got to end this so that you can head off on a new journey, a new path, the path that you feel you need to go down. Underneath the Fool is the King of Cups. As I said, it could be to head towards a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, as I was talking about him earlier. It doesn't have to be. King of Cups is just also talking about someone who has a lot of love for you, that you have feelings for as well, and that there's a lot of love and care still between the two of you. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but it's definitely someone that you want to head towards. Now, what does that mean? It means Eight of Cups. You've got a Queen of Swords underneath that. You've got to stand your ground. You've got to have, a decisive moment here of, no, this is what's right for me. Yep. It's weighing on you because this person could have also felt like there's something significant between the two of you, potentially. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, you do feel like with that Seven of Wands, you have to do what's right for you in this moment, even if there is going to be a backlash. Anything else? This is quite straightforward, Saggy. Anything else about how Saggy's feeling about this person coming through in the reading? you also don't want to lie to them. So the Seven of Swords came out sideways across the Seven of Wands. You may also feel, and the King of Swords came out. It's King of Swords and the Seven of Swords crossing the Seven of Wands. And when that came out is the Nine of Swords in the world. You may feel like you have to defend yourself slightly because this person might be, throwing it at you that, oh, so you've been talking to your ex behind my back, maybe online, you've been swapping messages with them, you're a liar, you're a cheat, you've been messing around behind my back, etc. So you may feel like you have to stand up and defend yourself for anything like that. But at the same time, you feel like you also need to face the truth with that King of Swords is looking straight at that sword of truth quite solemnly, and it's better, you're feeling it's better that you do what is difficult and cut this off cleanly now, because you don't want it to turn into like a, why didn't you tell me before, what else have you been hiding from me, you're a sneak, etc. All right, let's move on, because to be honest, it's so straightforward. Anything else emotionally you can tell me how Sagittarius is feeling about this person? Because it's not giving me much emotion. It's kind of giving me that you're putting on your serious hat here and just making the call that you know you have to. It's very responsible. Anything you can tell me emotionally about how Sagittarius is feeling about this person? Okay, so the Ace of Wands came out with the King of Cups. Ace of Wands, the Ace of Wands is the bottom of the second deck that I use for the spread, and I've been talking about this King of Cups the whole time as the person that you want to head towards. And I was like, okay, so Saggy is like, I want to talk about the emotion that I feel for this person. All I can tell you is that I want the King of Cups, who I'm in love with, and I want this new beginning with them. And I was like, anything else? Four of Cups comes out for how you're feeling about this person. Which is the Minor Arcana card associated with rejection. Like, this is not for you, this person, and you're not open to accepting them because you want the King of Cups. And the deck split when that came out to show the Five of Wands and the Four of Swords. You might feel like your only feelings towards this person is that you have to be a little bit harsh and straightforward here, and you don't want this person. And you feel like there will be fallout, there will be, maybe there already has been an argument, or they've taken this very badly, but you feel like it will get better with time, like time will heal this for this person. It's almost giving me that it's like it hurts now, but it's almost like you guys haven't been, I'm not getting that this is someone that you're in like a long-term committed relationship with and you're just being this like passé about it. It might be more someone that you've been dating for a few weeks, maybe a couple of months. It's not that deep yet, and so you feel like it's better to just do it sooner as well, rather than you leave it for like a year and a half and then it's something far more of a betrayal as well. All right, let's move on. How this person is feeling about you, Sagittarius. We have the Death card, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands. And the Oracle card is Ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. It's a lot to unpack. We've got Scorpio and Pisces with the Death card and the High Priestess. So their feeling is that this situation has completely changed. The Death card always talks about death to the old, birth to the new, kind of an ending, a beginning. They feel like it, with the High Priestess here, it's almost like they had this feeling that maybe this would always happen. They also feel like they know information that you're not telling them about why this is ending. That you are, you're ending this with them so that you can have that Ace of Wands with your King of Cups. They feel, now with that Ecstasy Oracle card, they might feel like this between the two of you was just a bit of fun, like a summer fling, or just like it was like good while it lasted. But it's weird. It's kind of like they feel like they know that this is now done, and you're having a new beginning elsewhere. They're also like effectively released to have a new beginning elsewhere as well. Let me see. Tell me anything else, please, about how this person is feeling about Sagittarius. So the Five of Swords with the Devil just came out immediately. Well, this is odd. This person is odd. This is... what is that? This person has got some bad habits, very unhealthy habits that they don't speak about. But they are like, how can I put this? They're like in some sort of agreement with something very toxic that they can't explain to other people. What on earth is that? Five of Swords with the Devil. Justice. Okay, this is interesting. It's kind of a repeating message for when we get around a couple of positions in the spread to this person's intentions towards you, Sagittarius. Maybe this is why this person always knew this was going to end between the two of you, because they have, it's like, that's that justice energy of like, well, maybe this is probably fair that this is actually ending. Because this person has some shady stuff that they don't speak about, but it's like that maybe you didn't even know about. With that High Priestess, that can talk about like secrets that have been, that they keep quiet about. But can you tell me anything else? With the Devil and the Five of Swords, what is that about? It's something that they don't have the courage to talk about, that they can't face potentially even themselves, because of how harshly they feel that other people will judge them for it. I need to know what that is. What is that? That they're not... They might have an addiction, potentially, or they... Saggy. Why do I feel like this is a lucky escape? This person has toxic habits, potentially, that even cross into abusive, like, tendencies. it means that they're not really available for a healthy relationship. They might pretend that they have healed something within them. What is that? This is taking a turn. Sorry, 1 second. How are we doing for time? All right, 1 sec. All right. Let's carry on. Why is ecstasy here for how this person is feeling about Sagittarius? Ace of Wands. You've got the Ace of Wands twice. How this person's feeling about you. And ecstasy is a good time. Bit of fun. Passionate. Exciting, definitely. So why death? Why are they feeling the death card about Sagittarius? Yeah, it was a fantasy and it's over. Five of Wands. Why the Five of Wands? This person is really angry that with the choice that you're making, Saggy. I'm not gonna, yeah. They're angry with, and like panicking that you've made this choice. They might be saying things that they, in the heat of the moment, which are messed up, I'm kind of getting, or like vile. They might say some horrible things to you. Maybe that's why you're like so stressed about in the moment, because I don't know if they are unleashing their anger towards you about your decision, because they know that this is done, and they also feel like you are kind of what it's like. Okay, it's like they feel like you were everything they could have hoped for and wished for in a romantic partner. Like you were the dream, but at the same time they kind of knew that this would be short-lived and it would be their karma for their abusive or toxic tendencies that they have, how they've behaved to other people, or like something in them that comes out in the long run. It's like the universe didn't even let it get that far this time, if you haven't seen that from them. But they feel like they're giving me a very strange vibe. Okay, let's carry on. What is this person's current situation, Sagittarius? We've got the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. And the Oracle card is hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords on their own is that, you know, they feel in their current situation very coldly abandoned from this connection, pushed out, and also like there's this blunt feeling. They might even feel now kind of that they don't have some sort of element of security from, it's like they feel picked on. I'm trying to think of like a better way of putting that, but it's like they feel like a victim of someone else's harshness. They also feel like maybe they feel like they've been treated quite brutally. And I mean, you can decide, like you can be like, well, they haven't at all, but this is what this person is saying, because they're kind of giving me that they felt like the two of you were this Two of Cups, beautiful bond, beautiful connection, and now you've kind of just cut them off, and they're feeling victimized and hopeless with that Oracle card. Like everything's just falling apart. It's a little bit dramatic. It also feels like the power is out of their hands. They might feel kind of weak because of what's happened here, like powerless. Maybe that's why they're coming through as a bit angry as well. So anything else you can tell me about their current situation, please? Why this Queen of Swords? So with the Page of Cups came out, then the Queen of Swords is at the bottom of the deck when I asked about the Queen of Swords. Maybe they feel like there's just... You're not giving them an inch, Sagittarius, as well, because this Page of Cups is like they feel like they can apologise, they can say the right things, they can do something sweet, and, you know, maybe that will change things. But it's still like, no, Queen of Swords, no. I've said what I need to say, I've made my point. Like, no, my decision is made. Anything else about their current situation? Six of Cups in reverse. Seven of Pentacles and Death. Why the Six of Cups in reverse? High Priestess. Oh, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, well that is very hopeless, definitely. We've got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups here, and their situation is already the Five of Pentacles and the Hopeless Oracle card. Yeah, okay, so this person feels like there's absolutely no chance of you taking them back. Like, they feel like you've made your choice here, Sagittarius, and you're very confident with it. And you are kind of like... you are empowered and they feel disempowered, basically, in this situation and in their situation. Wow, Jesus Christ. The other end of the deck is... Sorry, this is just when I stopped shuffling, but we've got the World, the Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. I mean, that's a very brutal conversation, and it's done. With the World, is like there's no wiggle room here, there's no movement. This is... The chapter is closed. Done. Wow, okay. Okay, so this is where it gets spicy. So this person's intentions towards you, which is what I've included this time around, Saggy. Obviously, it's not always as relevant depending on the reading, but this person's intentions, oof. We have got the Seven of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. And the Oracle card is Karma, Consequences, Cause and Effect, Debt. Wow. This combination is such a cliche of an absolute player, male or female, or someone who's a love rat, basically. Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups is... It's just universal for our absolute... yeah. Someone who just has many options and isn't settling down with any of them, keeps people as options, keeps a roster, has an absolute roster. I think that's what the kids say these days, isn't it? Or, you know, like a little black book or a phone just full of people that they're constantly like flirting with, dipping in and out of, like keeping for, you know, they've always got someone on the go, and these people don't know about the others, probably. I mean, there's no sense of exclusivity, but there's also like no reliability, no I didn't promise you anything kind of energy. It's just, it's a cliche. Now, this is their intention towards you, Sagittarius, with that Karma card. So when I first laid this out, I read it as, because also from what I was getting from how they feel about you, like that this is ended, but they kind of deserved... Some part of them knows that they deserved for this to end. Now, When this karma card first came out, my instinct was that this person's intention was to always treat you in the manner I've just described, with a 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, like keep you as one of their options, to treat you how they treat all of their love interests, all of like loving connections or romantic relationships, as one of their roster. If that was their intention, then they feel like they have already reaped karma, because it's like behind the scenes they were going into this with you with that was their intention, whether you knew that or not. That's kind of the first thing that hit me. So they've already caught like the consequences of treating you like that, and that is the fact that if they didn't treat you like that, maybe they treated you as if it was something a little bit more serious. That was their real intention. So actually, this is a lucky escape for you, and they have got exactly what they deserve for that being their intention towards you. Does that make sense? The other thing, the flip thing I could say about this is that if this is their intention now towards you, it would be to kind of get back at you effectively. That if, you know, going forward, their intention is like doubling down on this is how they're going to treat you, like you're just one of their many options, like you were never that important to them, you were never that serious, like you're one of many that you know, you're lucky if you get their attention that week. That it was always casual, they're keeping their options open for other people, but that is like that because they feel like now you owe them, or that's how you deserve to be treated because of you like saying like, no, this isn't happening between us. So it's a toxic reaction. It's not a good reaction if that is what they're doing as their intention now, because like this isn't like my intention is to wish Sagittarius well, I'm sorry it didn't work out between the two of us, but you know, you do your thing, I'll do mine. And I mean, I could say with this combination that their intention is to just get back out there and sleep around and make themselves feel better. But the fact that the Karma Oracle card here is just an element of them, like, if that is their intention, is to now just, well, I'm free, I'm single, back on the dating scene I go, back to the bars, and, you know, I'm going to do what I want. I can have as many people and, you know, nothing's exclusive, so I'm free, I'm a lover boy, lover girl, like, out in the town. That's their intention, sure, but the element of it is to punish you as well for this decision. So that is so straightforward. I don't need to clarify it. So let's move on. The action that this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Sagittarius. We've got the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands and Judgment. And then the Oracle card is Nourish, Self-Growth, Self-Focused. So when the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands came out first, I mean, it is a bit childish and a bit petty, because essentially it's like if you walk past this person on the street or something, maybe there's some element where, God forbid, you work with this person or something, but like if you pass them for some reason that you still have to see them, even if you're going to try and be like mature and can we be civil about this, you're not going to be like, hi, how are you? They will like, this is someone who will literally like look in the other direction like, did you hear something? I didn't hear anything. It's extremely like high defenses, like you can't even be civil with this person. That's their action. They're going to make sure that you know that they don't have the time of day for you. This is like this. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is going on their social media, you know, putting up those kind of like memes or whatever of like, I don't know. Hey, you know when someone rejection is protection. I mean, it is. So I'm not actually taking the mick of that saying, but it's like this person is just wants to be the victim in this situation and make you out to be the villain, basically, is what I'm getting in terms of their action. Let me just see, why is that, why is Judgment here? And with the Nourish card, I just get the sense that they're just going to completely focus on themselves, to be honest. So they're not really taking any action towards you other than making it very clear that they can't even be civil with you, and focusing on themselves. That's their action that is telling me. Why the Judgment card? The action that they're going to be taking towards Sagittarius, please. Why Judgment? Judgment? Are you serious? I'm clarifying the Judgment card, and the Judgment card smacked out on top of it from the deck I'm using to clarify. So as an action, the Judgment is like a wake-up call. It is a call, it's a call to action from the universe of like, wake up and smell the coffee. You need to take action on this. Yeah, hear the trumpets kind of screaming at you here. So it could be, I'm going to try and give this person some benefit of the doubt, that, or like maybe give them some credit, that this Judgment here could be that they might withdraw into themselves, they might get more, might feel defensive and might feel rejected and overlooked and sorry for themselves. But there is, they might also in their action actually be taking this as a wake-up call, that there are things that they need to work on with themselves, sorry. Why Judgment twice? Death. Well, yeah. The Death card. And then the Hanged Man with the 9 of Pentacles. This is like, their action is that they need to, yeah, the Death card is, A, accept the ending with you, Sagittarius, and B, take that as like, maybe I'm not in a place where I should be trying to get into a relationship right now. With the Hanged Man, that does suggest like a bit of a hold up, pause, time to maybe rethink. And the 9 of Pentacles is a very like independent energy about self. And that is the Nourish Oracle card of like, you know, they need to maybe focus on themselves here a bit and work on self-growth. Anything else about the action? Are they going to take any action towards Sagittarius? No. I think it's probably for the best. Because the King of Swords came out, and then the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles. No, they are accepting that it is over between the two of you. They might present towards you if you have to see them or anything or interact with them ever again. They might present like very wounded, petty reaction to it, but they are also taking it to heart that it's over, and they are going to now move forward, focusing on hopefully working on themselves. That's what I'm getting. Yep. 4 of Cups as well. I mean, the 4 of Cups is here twice for the action. But the 4 of Cups twice, Judgment twice. It's kind of repeating, which is telling me that I've made the point. So that's it. That's kind of good to see, actually. It's probably for the best you can hope for in terms of the action this person's going to take, Saggy. So, finally, what's going to be happening between you and this person going forward for the next few weeks, next month from when you come across this reading? We have the Tower, the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. The Oracle card is mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. But I don't necessarily think it's a mistake about rejecting this person, although obviously that's up to each of you. But I think that's more about this person feeling like they have been misunderstood, they've been mistreated, they're a victim. That's kind of more what I'm getting from that Oracle card. With the Tower, the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands, this is what's going to be happening between the two of you. The Tower is a release here of, obviously, it's an element of destruction when the Tower falls, but then there is also freedom after that. And that's what I was getting from the start of, you're feeling very stressed about this right now, but it is going to get better. It's kind of like, that Tower is like a ripping the bandage off. You know, it hurts in the short term, but it will get better. And also the Tower talks about something which is like, originally it was like related to the Tower of Babel. This is something that's built on unstable foundations in the first place. So it's going to hurt when it falls, but it's an inevitability is kind of giving me here as well. The Seven of Wands, it's standing your ground, standing up for what you believe in as well, not being drawn into any sniping from this person, any emotional like pettiness, or like trying to draw you into I don't know, argument, because with their situation it was like, maybe if I try the Page of Cups, it's like, no, still the Queen of Swords, it's not happening. So yeah. And then the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands can also be a release of a lot of burden. It is telling me could be quite difficult for a bit with this person, because it's like, it is dealing with the fallout effectively. You might also have to explain yourself to other people with that Seven of Wands, because that is showing one person on the bank there, like standing their ground, and they've got 6 guys down here. That could be friends, family, who are like, why would you reject this person? You know, it didn't work out with your previous person before. Why would you like reject this person to try again with the person from the past? There might be stuff like that where you might feel pulled in different directions about having to explain yourself and your decision. You might feel during that, kind of misunderstood by other people about like why you did what you did. But so it doesn't look particularly easy, and especially with this person, but I feel like it's going to get easier as time passes. No, not that one. Let's use this one. Anything else? What's going to be happening between Sagittarius and this person going forward? It just feels like, not just, but it is giving me that feeling of breakup, post-breakup feeling. Especially if you're the one ending something, you might be catching more flack than the other person. Obviously, it's normally the case. Tell me about the Tower. Why is the Tower here? Novice of Wands in reverse. The Novice of Wands is like, it would be like a apprentice. Kind of someone who, if this connection was an apprentice, it would be like the connection is still in the early stage. It's a formative stage, again, of like just beginning, and could get stronger. There is potential, we don't know. Some apprentices can turn out to be absolutely useless and not worth anything to their craft. But, obviously some apprentices can turn out to be the next Michelangelo or whatever. So it's like, it was just the start of something, I feel, with this person. Where there was a keen enthusiasm for seeing where this went, but with that in reverse in the Tower, it's like, no, stopping that completely in its tracks. Initiate of Swords. So what's happening here is that you're learning a lot from this situation, maybe also about, it's teaching you a lot about how to potentially handle conflict or handle, great, but like handling difficult conversations with people who might not see your point of view. Yeah, because we've got the Nine of Cups that came out sideways, the Two of Swords, where there's literally someone coming up behind this person and trying to cover their eyes about this decision that they have to make. And then the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is like people trying to tell you, Sagittarius, that you're making the wrong choice and that you should try and make it work with this person. This is people telling you that you're making a mistake, effectively, and blindfold you to from the reality of the situation. And the reality is there's two truths here. Number one, you don't want to be with this person. Number two, you want to be with the person who represents your wish fulfillment, where you actually might have a chance with them now. And there's someone here who's like, this could, I don't even get that it's necessarily this person. It's more like, again, meddling people who are like trying to throw you off of those two truths. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Listen, this could even be the same meddling SOBs who screwed up you being with the person in the past behind your back. Who now want you to be with this person who doesn't look like they're really in a good place for a relationship anyway, with that strong addiction / toxic energy that they have going on. But these people are like, would rather you stuck it out with this person than go with the person that they sabotaged before. It could even be the same people. Maybe they want your previous person. If it's one person, maybe they want your previous person, which is why they sabotaged it, but they are now trying to like make you question ending things with this person. Who needs enemies when you got friends like that? Yeah, look. Two of Swords and the Two of Cups came out in reverse on top of the Two of Swords. Yeah, you're gonna have to you're gonna really have to stand your ground about this decision, Sagittarius. I just want to ask one more thing for you, actually, because it's been a very interesting but quite unique reading about, this isn't even about the person that you're really in love with. Can you tell me anything, just the last couple of minutes, about the person that Sagittarius wants to go towards? Oh my gosh. So the High Priestess, and behind it is the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and Death. And the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. Could be a Cancer that you want to go towards. But I mean, it's the same. Fucking hell. This has to end with the Death card. Could be a Scorpio as well. Scorpio or Cancer. I mean, I was getting King of Cups the whole time. This has to end because you're 100% tuned into the fact that you know with the Ace of Swords that you want a new beginning with someone else. Okay, so tell me about that Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, someone that you thought you couldn't you know, it had been ruined with before, that it wasn't possible with before. Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. Tell me about this. Wow. Talk about it was ruined. Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the Five of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords. And that led to, oh my gosh, the Ten of Swords underneath, the Ten of Wands underneath the Ten of Swords. The Ten of what the flip? Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. But it was due to lies. And people who were jealous, or other people getting involved with the Five of Wands, competitive people that didn't want something to pay off for you. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So what is... Okay, a bit of a... I guess we should save this for the next reading. But what's going to be happening for Sagittarius and that person, Ace of Wands, that they 100% know they are moving towards now, that there is another opportunity to kind of... I'm getting to make right what got screwed up before. So can you tell me anything more about that, the Saggy? A bit of a bonus for you. Can you tell me anything else? Thank you. Got the King of Pentacles. It's Earth energy. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Three of Pentacles and the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Why the Three of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles? Fuck me. Saggy, this is fantastic. So the Star card came out, which is Aquarius's major arcana, and then the deck split to show the Nine of Cups and Justice. Nine of Cups is like a minor arcana version of the Star. They both talk about wish fulfillment in their own way. This is something that you wanted so much, and now it's being made right that the two of you are actually getting a chance to work it out. King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, that's like what's happening with you and the person you want to move towards is that you're becoming a team, you're becoming stronger, and you're working together towards something quite stable for the future. There's stability and longevity potential, and you're working on it with that person. It's absolutely what you've wanted, what you wished for before. And now justice is coming in. Like the universe, I feel like, is stepping in a little bit with the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune so that you have the chance to actually do it right this time. You're absolutely going to have to stand up for yourself about this, though, because I see whoever was trying to screw that up before is still in the energy, because now they're trying to get you to stay with this person who absolutely is not ready for a relationship. They would rather that than you make it work with someone, this person that you really love and you really want. So definitely stick to your guns, Saggy. That's what I've got for you this time. I really hope you found it useful and enjoyable. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button for me. It just takes a second. It means the world. It really helps the video and the channel, and it makes me very happy. And if you'd like to subscribe, I would love to have you. And if it resonated, leave me a comment and let me know. I wish you all my very best. Saggy, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.